Yeah, what place you want me to look? You to your face or to that stuff? But you over there.
Yes.
Okay. That goes without saying. I'm Renato Laranja. I'm a 27-time world champ. I've did a lot of great stuffs in my life. A lot of people, my reputation, he preceded me. I've did a lot of Vale Tudo. The greatest fighter to ever not get in the UFC yet. But I know one day they're gonna not be able to avoid me forever.
How did you get involved in the jiu-jitsu?
For a long time ago, I was a poor kid in the streets, in the favela, and I was wandering the streets. I was sniff glue and paint and stuff like that. I was getting into a lot of trouble, and then one day I was sleeping, and the street it was cold, and a man come to lay something on my body to keep me from being cold, and that was a guy. He looked like that guy Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead 2, and also that was Spice commercial, but it was Murilo Bustamante, and that thing he was put onto me was a gi choppy to keep me warm.
So what's your involvement with the Vinny Magalesh? Do you train with him or?
Listen, I told you I don't want to. I'm gonna talk about Vinny Magalesh because then they turn this into a different kind of interview.
He's going back to MFC or?
I don't care if that guy can go back to hell.
What is the future, do you feel, for BJJ in America, in the United States of America, or in the world?
That future is already here. The future is now, you know. And I was helped to build that future, and I was build the past. Me and Henzo. So that's either here or there. But I digest.
Digest?
Yeah, you know, when you go to the next subject, I heard a lot of guys say, "But I digest," and then they go to the next stuff they say. You don't know that because you're from English. You're from England. They're ye old English they speak out there. Even though you look like a bloody Hindus. Like in that movie Glory, when that guy called the black guys, the soldiers, he was like, "You bloody Hindus." And he said, "You fucking Mexican, black Mexican Indian whore."
Well, I'm not trying to get to argue with you, bro. I'm just trying to...
That's better for you, for your health.
What is your future? What is Renato?
Listen, the future of Hamash is going to be, I got a lot of stuff going. I got a show, a TV show. It's the Renato Laranja show. I got a fragrance coming out. It's called Caralho. I've been getting a lot of poontang in my free time. I've been having a lot of lawsuits with some child support stuff, but my anti-child support movement is starting to gain traction. I did a lot of stuff to bring awareness to people with combination skin. The guys who have sometimes the skin tone is like part oily and then the part dry. So I was struggling with that my whole life.
Any advice you give to any boys out there, any guys who want to get the women's, like what advice would you give?
There was, I think it was Winston Churchill who said a long time ago, walk softly and carry a big dick.
Why is no one booking you for these major jiu-jitsu, ADCC?
Because they're tired of seeing the same guy to win. You know, you don't want to see how many times you got to see the Harlem Globetrotters to beat the generals. You know, you're going to see the Macho King, Handy Savage, to beat some bum that nobody heard of. Like Maury from Goodfellas. He said, "I've did my caper. I'm still wearing the same old shit. They're wearing theirs." He's been an unconscionable ball breaker. Porra caralho.
You know, I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you know, I would really love to compete in Jiu-Jitsu at some other time in my life.
Well, I would love for you to compete to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu too. When you did the promo just now, it sounded like you was doing a thing for a retarded charity. We're not working with retarded kids. We're working with kids have some other disease like that. Don't pull on a black, something long and black like that.
A few hours ago, something happened. I tried to break up a fight between you and Chris. Why did you interrupt?
That's a case of a guy who's have a big mouth, okay? Look, they building this guy up, and he looked just because he looked like Eric Banya when he played Chopper. And nobody want to hear about your experience with jiu-jitsu because you got armbarred by that guy's Vinny Magalesh. You know, I seen a guy like him a dime a dozen. You know, I'm not worried about that guy. So if you want to talk about jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna show him some jiu-jitsu. Okay? So get the fuck out of here.
Guys, no trouble, man.
What's up with that? All the way to the home stretch. The fuck away from me, my brother. Porra caralho. That's the way we do on the regular.
Would you give him a rematch or?
Yeah, I give him a rematch, but we're gonna do it in the UFC. We're gonna do a catch weight.
How do you think that fight will go?
Yeah, you take a wild guess how I think that fight's gonna go. It's gonna go the same way with that. He's gonna look depressed, and he's gonna make an excuse how he, hey, Longo was made him stay up all night making pizza pies and making that garlic knots and some serving Jamaican beef patty to hey Longo and stuff like that.
And Magalesh, do you think Magalesh will ever get a rematch with?
Listen, Magalesh is no longer my hater, okay? I've tried to fight that guy. He's avoiding me. He want to fight that black guy, Phil Davis. That guy looked like a combination from Wesley Snipes and Gregory Hines, okay?
If you used to have a fight with Anderson Silva, how would that go down?
I'm trying not to fight a guy like that because that's my guy, okay?
Did you train him? Or?
I've trained with him a long time ago, Leo Machida, all those guys, Black House or African American House as they call.
Why they call it the Black House?
Because a lot of black guys came in there and got beat up because they was talking a lot of stuff, jive talk. Young blood, what you doing? Side ate, 5 that backhand side. That's out of sight, my young blood. Hide on, brother.
Can you speak some? Are you black yourself? Do you have any?
Am I black?
Yeah.
Listen, my brother, I don't know how many times I told you I'm from Brazil. I'm not black, I'm not African American, I'm not Negro American or Afro Sheens. Although a lot of people think I'm like God.
So you will become, are you going to the UFC? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, that's up to Dana White and Joe Silva. And I know Dana White have a wild hair up his ass not to have me in there because he feel that I've did too much jiu-jitsu. He want to see guys who look like Cabbage Kohara or the guy Chank Abbott or even the guy Butterbeans. He want to have there before me because he's going to punch somebody. It's like a tough man contest. He don't want to see that beautiful art, that art suave.
What do you think of Chael Sonnen?
Chael who?
Chael Sonnen?
I don't he recognize who that is. Who's that? Oh, the big guys have a big head who get triangle by everybody? I said it before. That guy, every time he remind me of Pink Floyd because every time I see that, I think of him. Every time I see him, I see that triangle, like that cover on that one. I just think he's like a triangle.
What do you think of the Cain Velasquez versus Dos Santos fight? How do you feel?
Listen, Dos Santos almost had him, okay? Cain was get lucky at the last second.
But I think Cain beat him up for like 5 rounds.
That's a matter of opinion. Opinion is like you are an asshole.
Okay, so who would you like to have your first fight in the UFC? Like Vinny Magalesh, Damian Maia?
I'm not gonna fight Damian Maia because I like that guy. Vinny Magalesh, good luck. If you can get back to the UFC, I'll take a fight with that guy. I'm not gonna fight in the fucking Indian casino against that guy. I can't fight that black guy, John Jones. Even the Miller brothers was get a little lippy over here before because they got the 2 of them like Heckle and Jackals. But you know they in for another hood awakening for those guys.
Could you do battle against the Miller brothers?
Hey, look, I'm not afraid of no man. You can't.
Why are you not afraid for?
Why?
Why are you not afraid?
Because I've been there and I did that. What I'm gonna do? Why I'm supposed to be afraid of some man? The only man I'm afraid of that man on upstairs. That man is my God.
Dana White?
No, fuck. Listen, Dana White's a white guy. He may think he's God because he's white, but to me, he's like a white belch. He probably is a white belch. It's okay to be a white guy, but to be a white belch is like the lowest form on the earth.
So who would be your first opponent in the UFC? Who would you like to challenge for your inaugural UFC display?
I'm gonna take either the champion in one of that weight class. And I can't take if Josh St. Pierre want to do that because he stole a lot of black women under my fingers when I was in Montreal. So
George took black?
He took a lot of black girls off the market.
What do you mean?
He leaned toward that, and he liked to step on a lot of guys' toes and steal all the black girls for himself. And I like to have a nice big booty for myself, and he made it so it was dry when I went to Montreal.
Would you say your intercourse is better than your jiu-jitsu?
That's a toss-up. That's a pick-em fight. I'm gonna say maybe to make love, I'm gonna be a little bit better on that one because my belt is not the only thing long and black, and also uncircumcised.
Do you have any particular message you want to give to the world? Any other message?
The message is, listen, eat your fruits and vegetables, and next time you see me in the street, you know, if you give to me some respect, so you don't have to give you a slap to your mouth. And ladies, I'm single, I'm available.
And where can the women contact you?
That women can contact me on, you can contact me to Twitter or Facebook, or
Facebook?
Facebook, and even MySpace or Friendster. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Don't take any wooden nickels, and amen, and porra caralho.